This is a question from cube and dices. This is an easy question. What is the least possible number of cut required to cut a cube into 64 identical pieces? So there is a one cube, right? Cube is like this, fine. And one more concept is there. Suppose if there is a line and if we want to cut it, अगर इसको 3 पार्ट में कट करना है, राइट, तो हमें कितने कट लगाने पड़ेंगे? हमें 2 कट लगाने पड़ेंगे, एक कम लगाना पड़ता है, ठीक है। तो दिस इज ए क्यूब। अब इसको हमें 64 स्मॉल आइडेंटिकल क्यूब्स में कट करना है, राइट। तो दिस 64 इज लाइक 4 क्यूब, राइट। तो वन साइड में हमें कितना चाहिए? वी नीड 4 क्यूब, राइट। 4 चाहिए वन साइड में, राइट। सपोज दिस इज ए वन साइड, सो 1 2 3 है ना, 4 हो गए ना, 1 2 3 4। तो कितने कट लगाने पड़ेंगे? जैसे यहाँ पे था, एक कम लगाना पड़ता है हमेशा, राइट। सो दिस विल बी 4 - 1, 4 - 1 लेंथ में, ठीक है, और ब्रेथ में भी एक कम लगाना होगा, और है ना, ये लेंथ में है ना, और ये ब्रेथ में और हाइट में, तो तीनों में एक एक कम लगेगा, राइट। सो 4 - 1, सो दिस विल बी लाइक 3 + 3 + 3 मीन्स द आंसर विल बी 9 कट्स, राइट। सो द आंसर इज ऑप्शन बी, राइट। क्योंकि देखो यहाँ पे हम इसको कट करेंगे तो पहले तो ऐसे ऐसे कट करेंगे, ठीक है, लाइक दिस, राइट। फिर इसको ऐसे कट करेंगे, राइट, और फिर इसको ऐसे कट करेंगे, राइट। सो तीनों साइड में कट होगा, ठीक है, लेंथ पे भी, ब्रेथ पे भी एंड हाइट पे भी, ओके। Now this question is from cube and dices in reasoning, right? 125 identical cubes are arranged in the form of cubical block. How many cubes are surrounded by other cubes from each side, right? So each side means what? Each side means same thing what we normally do when we say that all sides are painted and we want to know which side is not painted, right? So there are 125 identical cubes, right? So the dimension will be 5 cube, right? So this dimension is 5, this is 5, this is 5, right? So there is one direct formula, if you remember how to find out those cubes which are not painted. The same formula we can apply here, because inner cubes are surrounded by other cubes, so they have just given a different language, okay. So here they are saying surrounded by, okay. So the formula is n - 2 whole cube, right? So here n is 5 - 2 whole cube, right? So this will be 3 cube means 27, right? So total cube which are surrounded by other cubes are 27. So the answer is A. Now see this question. This question is from cube and dices. A cuboid of dimension 753 is painted red, green and blue color on each pair of opposite faces of dimension 7553, right? So let's draw a cuboid first, right? So then we can see better. So like suppose like this, okay. So now this is suppose 7, this is 5 and this is 3, right? So now what they are saying, that 7 5, this 7 5 is painted red, green, blue, right? This one. So this is painted, 7 5 is painted as, so this is red, right? 5 3 is this one, right? Because this is 5, so this is painted as green and this is painted as blue, okay. Then the cuboid is cut and separated into various cubes, each of side 1 centimeter. So now this is being cut, right, of size 1 centimeter. So 1 2 3 4 5 6, right, like this, and this is 5, okay. So 1 2 3 4 5, fine, okay, into various cubes, each of side 1 centimeter. Which of the following statement are correct? There are exactly 15 small cube with no paint at any face, right? So see here what will happen, this is 3, so there will be 3 layers, right? One layer is this side, then in the middle layer, okay, and next will be this one, right? So this will be 1 2 3, right? And the color is painted on the opposite faces. So this is red, so the back side will be red here, right? This upside is blue, so this side will be blue. this is green, so this back side will be green. Okay, so there are exactly 15 small cube with no paint at any face. See, all sides are painted. So this middle side is also painted, but in this middle side, the middle one, so middle one will be this one. It will be look like same like this. So this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these are not painted. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So these are not painted. This is painted, this is painted, this is painted, this is painted, right? So I am talking about the middle layer, not this layer. This layer is painted, but the middle layer will be look like same. Okay, वो भी सेम दिखेगी जैसे ये है. तो उसके जो मिडिल के जो है, उसके जो 4 साइडेड है वो हमने निकाल दिया. सो जो मिडिल साइडेड है वहां पे इतने में कोई पेंट नहीं होगा, राइट? सो कितने होंगे वो? 15. ओके, नाउ सो द फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट इज करेक्ट. Otherwise you can use one formula also, right? Because we are removing this side and this side, right? So on the each side we will remove 2 cubes. So this will be 7 minus 2, and for this 5 also we will remove 2. So this will be 5 minus 2, and for this also 3 minus 2. This will be 5 into 3 into 1. So this will be 15. Okay, so anyway you can do. Now second, there are exactly 6 small cube with exactly 2 faces. One painted with blue and the other with green. So blue is this side. So this one we are talking about. So they are talking about blue and green, right? So here will be, this is painted blue and green, and here also blue and green, and here also blue and green, and this one also blue and green. So total will be 1, 2, 3, 4. So there will be 4, but they are saying there are 6. No, there will be only 4. So the second statement is wrong. So the answer will be only A. So A is the correct answer choice. Now let's see this question from the Cube and Dice chapter asked by UPSC in CSAT exam of 2019. Each face of a cube can be painted in black or white color. And how many different ways can the cube be painted? So if you see, this is a question from permutation and combination. But इसमें cube use किया है तो इसको cube में भी categorize कर दिया है. But this is a question from PNC, right? Because we have to find in how many ways the cube can be painted, right? So that there are 2 colors, right? Black and white. So this is a cube, right? So this cube can be painted either black or white, right? So suppose all 6 faces, cube has 6 faces, so all 6 faces are painted black and there is no white color, right? So how many ways it can be done? It can be done in one ways, right? Now we will see all the possibilities. Suppose there are 5 black and 1 white, right? Because this is a cube, so all faces are same, right? So if we are painting any face as white, so that will be similar to, अगर इसको ट्विस्ट करेंगे तो लगेगा कि ये वाला यहाँ पे है ये कलर या यहाँ पे है, right? Because all faces are same, so there will be only one ways, right? Now if 4 faces are black and 2 faces are white, right? So there are now 2 possibilities, if you will see, right? Like these 2 faces, like suppose these 2 we are painting as white, right? So they have edge common, this one, right? If we are doing at bottom, then also we will get one edge common. If we are painting here, then also, right? If we are painting here, then also. But if we are painting the opposite side, this one, right, and this one, so they are on the opposite faces, right? So that will be a different combination. So one is when the edge is common and when on the opposite faces, right? So there is one ways and here also one ways. So total there are 2 ways in this case, right? Now the next possibilities is, right, 3 faces are black and 3 faces are white, right? So now what are the combination? Here also there are 2 possibilities, right? How? Suppose this is a cube, right? So now we are painting 3 faces, right? So we are painting this one first, second, third. So there this edge, this corner is common, right? So one is when this corner, right? 1, 2, 3. So one possibility is this, one possibility is that we are painting in sequence. One is this, and one is this next one, right? Or you can say this one, this one, this one in the same sequence, first, second, third, like this, right? And in the previous case it was a, like we are painting the edges are common here, right? But here this vertex is common, right? So there are 2 possibility. If the vertex or corner is common, then one ways, and if edges are common, then there is a one way. So total two ways. Now the next possibilities is two are black and four are white. So this is the same case like this, right? So here we was having two, so here also there will be two ways, right? The next is one black and five white, so there will be one ways. Now this will go just the reverse in this, right? Now there will be zero black faces and all are white faces, so total one ways. So now we will add them. So 1 2 2 or 2 4 or 2 6, right? 6 or 2 8 9 10. So there are total 10 ways. So the answer is option B, right? So this is a question from permutation and combination, right? The counting problem, right? So the answer is option B. Now let's see this question from the cube and dice chapter asked by UPSC in CSAT exam of 2019. This is a good question. A solid cube is painted yellow, blue and black such that the opposite faces are of same color, right? So there is a cube. Like this, right? So opposite faces, like if this is white, so here this back face will be white, right? So opposite faces are of same color. The cube is then cut into 36 cube, right? So we are making 36 cube out of this cube of two different sizes, right? So they are of two different sizes such that 32 cubes are of small and the other 4 cubes are big. So there are 32 cubes here and 4 are here, right? None of the face of the bigger cube is painted blue, right? So these 4 are not blue, right? So this will be yellow or black, right? Blue is not there, right? How many cubes have only one face painted? So we have to find how many cubes have one face painted. So here we cannot use the formula, right? So how we will do, because this is a cube, right? So we will cut it. So if we are cutting it, right? So if we are cutting it into two parts, so how many cubes we will get? So we will get 8 cubes, but we are getting 36. So if we are cutting it like this, we are taking two cuts, right? Because they should be of equal size, right? So we will get, how many cubes we will get? We will get 27, right? But we are having more than 27, so there will be 4 parts, right? In 4 parts we will get 64 cubes, right? So this is more, but this is less, so we will consider this one, right? Because then we will club them so that we will get a bigger cubes, right? So like this, suppose, okay, like this, fine. So like this, right? So there will be here in this face, right? So how many cubes we are getting? 1 2 3 4 and 4 this side, so we are getting 16 here, right? So we are having 32. In one phase we are getting 16, so in the other phase we will get 16, right? So now these are 4 cubes, so we have to make these 4 cubes. They are cubes, मतलब equal size होना चाहिए, right? Length and breadth will be equal, right? Like this, okay? They should be equal size. So how this will be equal? This will be equal if we will make this one. Now see here, right? This one here, the size will be double, right? So we are getting 1 2 3 4, right? So in this way we can make cubes, right? But here what is happening? One second, right? So there are one layer here, right? So the size will be, if you will consider only this one, so this will not be cube because here we are taking two length, here we are taking one length, so we will take two length here, right? So this will go like this, okay, fine. So this 4 will come like that, okay? I will draw it again. I am removing it. So how it will look like, right? So there are 2 3 concerns which you should understand. One is that the cubes will have 3 cuts or 4 parts, right? One concern is that, so there will be 2 16 16 layer, right? And there will be one more thing, that the bigger cube will never come on the corners. Why? They will never come on the corners. Why they will not come in the corners? because if they will come in the corner, so what will happen? Here what is written, like it should not be in the blue color. If we are putting them here in the corners, right, if the bigger cube is coming on the corners, so it will get painted from the three side, right? Here this will be yellow, blue and black, right? But it is given in the question itself that bigger cube is not painted blue, right? None of the face of the bigger cube is painted blue. So the bigger cube will never come on the corner, so they will come in the middle, right? So one thing this you have to understand, right, that the bigger cube will never come in the corners, right? So this is the one layer and this is the one layer, right? So where we will get the 16 cubes, right? So one concern was this, that the bigger cube will come in the middle. Right? So these are the four bigger cubes. One, two, one is this, three, and one is below this third one, right? So these are the four one, है ना? Because we are having four bigger size cube. Okay, अब ये समझ में आ गया कि कॉर्नर्स में क्यों नहीं आएंगे, राइट? पहली बात तो कॉर्नर्स में नहीं आएंगे क्योंकि ब्लू कलर नहीं ले सकते बिगर क्यूब्स, राइट? तो अगर इनको हम कॉर्नर्स में रखेंगे तो वो उसमें ब्लू कलर आ ही जाएगा क्योंकि वो कॉर्नर्स पे आएंगे, राइट? अगर आप सोचो कि बिगर क्यूब और स्मॉल क्यूब का हम कॉम्बिनेशन बना सकते हैं, हम बना सकते हैं, बट उस केस में भी क्या होगा कि जो बिगर क्यूब है दैट विल कम ऑन द कॉर्नर्स, सो दैट इज नॉट पॉसिबल. सो बिगर क्यूब विल कम इन द मिडिल ओनली, राइट? अब यहाँ पे आपने क्या किया है, ब्लू कलर यहाँ पे पेंट किया है एंड यहाँ पे ब्लू कलर किया है, राइट, इस वाले पे, और यहाँ पे इस साइड व्हाइट है और इस साइड व्हाइट होगा और इस साइड टॉप पे ब्लैक है और नीचे ब्लैक हो जाएगा, राइट? तो जो बिगर क्यूब्स हैं उनपे blue color नहीं आएगा, right? So now the question is we have to find how many cubes have only one face painted, right? So one face painted will be which one? If you will see, bigger cube will always get painted on the two faces. One is this, right? Here also and this also and behind that also, right? So this middle one, right? If you will see this 1, 2, 3, 4. So these four are painted only on one sided. If you will see, these are the middle one, so they will get painted on the two faces. These are the corner cubes. Corner cubes always get painted on the three faces. These are the middle one, right? They are painted on the two face. This will be also the middle one. These are the corners one, right? So these four on the one face will get painted only on the one face, right? अब यहाँ पे जो बैक वाला है, अगर आप देखो इसके जस्ट अपोजिट में जो होगा वहां पे भी देयर विल बी फोर क्यूब्स विच विल गेट पेंटेड ऑन द वन फेस, राइट? सो वी हैव टू फाइंड ओनली वन फेस. सो यहाँ पे इस लेयर में वी आर गेटिंग फोर और जो बैक लेयर होगी उस पर भी फोर होंगे, राइट? सो टोटल विल बी 8. So the answer will be option C. Okay, this is a little bit tricky. You have to imagine, otherwise you take a one cube, right? और आप उस पर ड्रॉ करके देखो, right? So this is the only case possible, right? So the answer is option C. Now let's see this question from the topic cube and dices asked by UPSC in CSAT paper of 2018, right? So the question is, rotated position of a single solid are shown below. The various faces of the solid are marked with different symbol like dots, cross and line. The three item that इसके ऊपर, इस क्वेश्चन के ऊपर तीन क्वेश्चंस हैं, राइट? सो व्हाट इज द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन? व्हाट इज द सिंबल ऑन द फेस अपोजिट टू दैट कंटेनिंग ए सिंगल डॉट? तो सिंगल डॉट है, उसके अपोजिट का हमको बताना है क्या होगा, राइट? तो आप फर्स्ट फिगर देखते हैं, फर्स्ट फेज में क्या क्या आ रहा है, सिंगल डॉट आ रहा है. सेकंड में क्या आ रहा है? तो अगर आप फर्स्ट एंड सेकंड को लेते हैं अपन, राइट, इनमें अगर आप देखो देयर आर टू फेसेस विच आर कॉमन. वन इज दिस फेस, राइट? टू फेसेस आर कॉमन. One is this face, right? And one is this line, right? This is a single line. Don't consider it as a vertical and horizontal. Don't consider them as a different line, right? They are same because if you will move, अगर आप जो डाइस है उसको मूव करोगे सो वर्टिकल लाइन हॉरिजॉन्टल हो जाएगी, राइट? तो वहां पे एक ही लाइन है, राइट? यहाँ पे भी यही दिया हुआ है, राइट? ये डॉट्स हैं, क्रॉस है एंड लाइन है, राइट? तो यहाँ पे टू फेसेस आर कॉमन. सो नाउ वी विल यूज द concept of two faces. If the two faces are common, so here two faces are, one is two dot and line, right? So जो common faces हैं, two face common है, उसके अलावा जो faces बचे they will be opposite. It means that single dot will be opposite to the three dot, right? So this is the concept we are using. अगर दो फेसेस कॉमन है जो थर्ड फेस बचा दैट विल बी अपोजिट टू ईच अदर, राइट? So the answer will be option B, right? So directly we can take. So we should know that concept only. अब इस क्वेश्चन पे 3 क्वेश्चंस पूछे गए, एक क्वेश्चन तो ये हो गया। अब आगे बढ़ते हैं, आगे नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन देखते हैं। व्हाट इज द सिंबल ऑन द फेस अपोजिट टू द दैट कंटेनिंग 2 डॉट्स? नाउ ही इज आस्किंग कि 2 डॉट्स जो हैं उसके अपोजिट में क्या आएगा, राइट? तो 2 डॉट्स हम देखते हैं। तो अगर आप देखो 2 डॉट्स यहाँ पे भी आ रहा है, राइट? 2 डॉट्स यहाँ पे भी आ रहा है, राइट? अब यहाँ पे हम इसमें हम क्या लेंगे, आपको यहाँ पे ये देखते हैं कि सेकंड और थर्ड अगर हम बन लेते हैं तो वी विल गेट द आंसर। हाउ? बिकॉज सेकंड एंड थर्ड में 2 फेसेस आर कॉमन। कौन कौन से फेस कॉमन है? देखो, एक तो 3 डॉट, 3 डॉट यहाँ भी आ रहा है, यहाँ भी आ रहा है, राइट? यहाँ पे भी आ रहा है 3 डॉट और यहाँ भी आ रहा है 3 डॉट, राइट? और एक ये लाइन आ रही है, राइट? तो अगेन जो लास्ट क्वेश्चन में हमने लगाया वो हम सेकंड और थर्ड वाले फिगर में लगा देंगे, राइट? तो 2 फेसेस कॉमन हो गए, कौन सा? लाइन है और 2 डॉट्स हैं, 2 नहीं 3 डॉट्स, राइट? तो क्या क्या बचा? दैट विल बी अपोजिट, राइट? सो 2 डॉट्स बचा, 2 डॉट्स विल बी अपोजिट टू 4 डॉट्स, राइट? So the answer will be 4 dots. So answer of this question will be option C, right? Now third देखते हैं क्वेश्चन। What is the symbol on the face opposite to that containing cross? Now we have to find cross के अपोजिट में क्या आएगा, राइट? तो अगेन हम लगाएंगे। अगर आप देखो हमें 2 फेजेस का पता लग गया है, राइट? तो अगर आप ये वाला चीजें यूज करो कि हमें एक तो ये चीज पता लग गई है, राइट? और एक चीज यहाँ से पता लग गई है कि 1 के अपोजिट में 3 डॉट्स है, ठीक है? 2 के अपोजिट में 4 डॉट्स हैं, तो बचा क्या? बचा हमारे पे लाइन और क्रॉस, तो ये दोनों अपोजिट ही होंगे, राइट? एक तो आप डायरेक्टली कर सकते हो, अदरवाइज आप यहाँ से भी कर सकते हो कॉमन फेसेस के थ्रू। अगर आप फर्स्ट एंड फोर्थ फिगर देखते हो, राइट? तो यहाँ पे 2 फेसेस कॉमन है, ये वाला फेस पूरा कॉमन है, सेकंड और 1, राइट? तो जो थर्ड फेस है जो बचे दोनों में दैट विल बी अपोजिट टू ईच अदर, राइट? सो इट मींस लाइन विल बी अपोजिट टू द क्रॉस, राइट? तो यहाँ पे क्रॉस के अपोजिट में पूछा है तो लाइन होगा। सो द आंसर विल बी ऑप्शन सी। नाउ दिस क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम द cube and dices asked by UPSC in CSAT paper of, this is in 2018, right? Not 17. Okay, this question is asked in 2018. A solid cube of 3 centimeter side painted on all its faces, right, and is cut up into small cubes of 1 centimeter side. How many of the small cube will have exactly 2 painted faces, right? So there is a cube, right? Suppose this is a cube and this is 3 centimeter side, so this is cut into 1 centimeter side, so there will be like this, like this, right? Okay, so now this is directly formula based question, we can solve it through direct formula, right? So first of all we need to find n is equal to side of bigger cube upon side of smaller cube, right? The side of bigger cube is 3 centimeter, side of smaller cube is 1 centimeter, so n is equal to 3. So this is directly formula based question. These are all are painted, right? So now if we want to know that cubes which are 3-sided painted, 3-sided painted will be these corner one, so this will be total 8. So there will be total 8 cube will be such which are painted all 3 side, or they are also called corner cube. Now cubes which are painted 2 side, right, or they are also called middle cube or edge cube, right? So formula for that is, this is n minus 2, right? If we want to know the central cube, right, अगर हमें सेंट्रल क्यूब को जाना है तो सेंट्रल क्यूब कितने होंगे? तो देयर विल बी central cube, or we can say one side painted, this one. This is central cube, one side painted. So this will be 6n minus 2 square, right? If we want to know the inner central cube, or we can say not painted, no side painted, so there will be inner cube. So one cube below this one, that is not painted, right? Because it will come behind this, right? Because behind this there are two more cubes, right? So that the formula for that will be n minus 2 cube. And if the question is about how many total cubes are there, so this will be n cube. So here the question is asking two-sided painted, so we will use this formula, right? So this is 12, n is 3 minus 2, so this will be 12 into 1, so this will be 12. So the answer is option A, right? So this was direct question from formula based, right? So if you know the formula for this chapter, you can solve it. Okay, so I have told you all the formulas, so you have to remember this. Now let's see this question from the Dice and Cube chapter asked by UPSC in CSAT paper of 2017. The outer surface of 4 cm by 4 cm by 4 cm cube is painted completely in red. It is sliced parallel to the face to yield 64 1 cm 1 cm 1 cm small cube. How many small cube do not have painted faces? So we have to find cubes which are not painted from any side, right? So this is again direct formula based. First of all, we will calculate the n is equal to, right, side of bigger cube, this one, upon side of smaller cube, this one, right? So this will be 4, and total cubes, this is given 64, n cube is 64, right? Now the formula for inner central cube, or this is also called inner central cube, or we can say the cubes not painted from any side. So the formula will be n minus 2 cube. N is here 4, so we will put this value 4 minus 2 cube. So this will be 2 cube. So this is 8. So the answer is option A. If the question will ask the painted on 3 side, there will be 8 cubes. If they will ask you painted on 2 side, right? So this will be 12 n minus 2. If they will ask you painted on one side, right? So this will be 6 n minus 2 square, right? Or these are also called central cube, right? This one. These are the middle cube or edge cube. These are corner cube, right? And these are called inner central cube, or the cubes which are not painted at all, right? So the formula for this is n minus 2 cube, right? So this is direct formula based question. Nothing we have to do in this. So it will hardly take 20 seconds, right? You can solve in less than 20 seconds this question because no calculation is here, right? Now let's see this question from the Cube and Dices chapter asked by UPSC in CSAT paper of 2016. A piece of tin is in the form of a rectangle having length 12 cm and width 8 cm. This is used to construct a closed cube. The side of the cube is. So this question can be considered as a mensuration question, right? Because here we will use the mensuration concept, right? Because the cube is here, so they have put it in the cube section also, right? But this will use the concept of mensuration. So there is a piece of tin, right? Like this. This is 12 cm and 8 cm. From this, they have made a cube like this. Okay, so they are asking what will be the size of this side, right? ये side कितनी होगी, right? So we have to find that. So how we will find that? If you will see, the area of this rectangle, so area of this rectangle will be equal to the perimeter of this cube, right? So what will be the perimeter of cube? So first of all, if you don't know the perimeter of the cube will be 6a square, because this will be a square. Total there are 6 faces, so the total perimeter will become 6a square, right? The area of this will be equal to 6a square. So area is normally B into H. So this is 12 into 8 is equal to 6a square. So this will cut this. So a square is equal to 16. So a is 4. So the size, what will be the size? Size is 4 centimeter. So the answer is option C. Now let's see this question from the cube and dice chapter asked by UPSC in CSAT paper of 2016. A cube has all its faces painted with different color. It is cut into smaller cube of equal size such that the side of the small cube is 1/4 of the big cube. The number of small cube with only one of the side painted, right? So we have to find the central cube or one sided painted, right? So this is directly formula based question. So the challenge here is how to find, because the size is not given, right? So here we have to assume let the size of bigger cube का size हम assume कर रहे हैं like 4a, right? Why 4a? Because so that the calculation become easy, because it is saying here 1/4, right? So smaller cube का size कितना दिया हुआ है? This is the 1/4 of the bigger cube. So this will be a. So what will be the n? N will be the side of bigger cube upon side of smaller cube, that is a. So n will be 4. Now we have to find one sided painted. So what is the formula? One sided painted, or we can say the central cube. Central cube are the middle one, right? Middle one means, suppose this is a cube, right? And this is cut. Right, like this. So this will go like this, right? So here also this will go like this, and here also this will go like this. Okay. So this one, these are painted only one side. So these 4, right? So the formula for that is, what is the formula? Right, because there are 6 faces. So if you can draw this diagram, you can directly solve, because there are here on the one side we are getting 4, right? So total faces are 6, right? So this will become 6 into 4, so 24. Otherwise through formula you can do this one. This is the formula. So this is 6, n is 4, 4 minus 2 square. So this will be 6 into 2 square is 4. So this is 24. So see, from the both we are getting the same answer, right? So the answer will be option B. Okay. Now let's see this question from the topic cube and dices asked by UPSC in CSAT paper of 2015. Right. So this is a good question, and I have seen कि many student इस question में बहुत confuse होते हैं, right? Each of the 6 different faces of a cube has been coated with a different color. Y, I, B, G, Y, and O. Following information is given. So these are the statement are given. What is asked? Which of the color of the face opposite to the face colored with O? So हमें फाइंड आउट करना है कि O के अपोजिट में कौन सा कलर आएगा, राइट? तो हाउ वी विल प्रोसीड? अगर आप देखो क्वेश्चन को नॉर्मली पढ़ते हैं, कलर Y, O, B आर ऑन एडजेसेंट फेसेस, कलर I, G, Y आर ऑन एडजेसेंट फेसेस, राइट? तो इसमें स्टूडेंट गेट्स कंफ्यूज कि इसको कैसे करना है, कैसे अप्रोच करना है, राइट? सो आई एम टेलिंग यू वन वेरी इजी टेक्निक कि जैसे आप पहला वाला स्टेटमेंट देखो, इसमें क्या है, Y, O, B आर ऑन एडजेसेंट फेसेस. यहाँ पे क्या हुआ है, और क्वेश्चंस में क्या होता है कि आपको क्यूब देता है, राइट? क्यूब बना के देता है, तो आपके लिए जो फॉर्मूला है वो लगाना, राइट, कि कितने फेसेस कॉमन है वो इजी हो जाता है. पर यहाँ पे उसने डाइसेस दिए ही नहीं है आपको, सिर्फ उसने इन्फॉर्मेशन दी है, ठीक है? तो हम क्या करेंगे इसमें कि जैसे पहला स्टेटमेंट है Y, O, B आर ऑन एडजेसेंट फेसेस, राइट? नाउ नेक्स्ट क्या दिया है उसने, कलर I, G, Y आर ऑन द एडजेसेंट फेसेस, राइट? नाउ नेक्स्ट है B, G, Y ऑन द एडजेसेंट फेसेस. अगर आप फर्स्ट एंड थर्ड को देखते हैं, इसमें 2 फेसेस कॉमन आ रहे हैं, राइट? कौन कौन से फेसेस कॉमन आ रहे हैं? देखो इसमें भी Y एंड B है और यहाँ भी Y एंड B है, राइट? तो यहाँ पे अगेन वी कैन यूज दैट फॉर्मूला कि इफ 2 फेसेस आर सेम देन द थर्ड फेसेस विल बी अपोजिट टू ईच अदर. तो यहाँ पे थर्ड फेस कौन सा हुआ, O, और इसमें कौन सा हुआ थर्ड फेस, G. सो इट मीन्स O and G are opposite to each other, right? So we got the answer directly, right? So the answer will be option C, क्योंकि हमको यही बताना था कि O के अपोजिट में क्या आएगा, राइट? सो O के अपोजिट में क्या आएगा, G. तो आपने देखा इसको हमने डायरेक्टली कितना इजी कर दिया क्वेश्चन को, राइट? तो हमें ये सेकंड स्टेटमेंट और फोर्थ की जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ी. right? So this question can be solved in many ways, but this is the easiest way we can solve, right? अदरवाइज आप क्या कर सकते थे इसमें, जैसे फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट दिया है कि y के एडजेसेंट पे कौन कौन से फेसेस हैं, O है और B है, हमें नहीं पता किस सीक्वेंस में आएगा, राइट? सेकंड में क्या आ रहा है कि I G Y आर ऑन एडजेसेंट फेसेस, इसका मतलब I G क्या है, दे आर ऑन द एडजेसेंट फेसेस ऑफ Y, right? So what is left? Left is V. So Y is opposite to V, right? तो ऐसे ही करके भी आप कर सकते हो, जैसे हमें यहाँ पे Y का पता लग गया, राइट? सो और अगर आप ये थर्ड और फोर्थ को यूज करोगे, ठीक है, तो इससे आपको दूसरे का पता लग जाएगा, फिर यू कैन फाइंड आउट, राइट? सो द आंसर ऑफ दिस क्वेश्चन इज ऑप्शन सी. नाउ लेट्स सी दिस क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम द क्यूब एंड डाइसेस, राइट? asked by UPSC in CSAT paper of 2013. A cube has 6 number marked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on its faces. 3 view of the cubes are shown below. So this is given. What possible number can exist on the two faces marked A and B? तो हमें ये जो फिगर दी हुई है ना, ये वाली, इसमें हमें बताना है A and B क्या हो सकता है on the cube, right? So these are the option are given. तो इसमें हमें बताना है 5 के एडजेसेंट वाले है ये A and B, right? तो इसमें हम अप्रोच करते हैं, सबसे पहले हम लेते हैं फर्स्ट फिगर एंड सेकंड फिगर. So first and second figure में there is only one faces is common, this one, right? Only one is common. Is it visible? Right. So this one is common in both phases, right? तो यहाँ पे हम कॉन्सेप्ट यूज करेंगे, वन से स्टार्ट करेंगे एंड वी विल मूव क्लॉकवाइज, देन 4 एंड देन 6. तो 1 के बाद 4 एंड देन 6. अब इसमें भी वैसे ही करेंगे, 1 एंड देन वी विल मूव क्लॉकवाइज, देन 3 विल कम एंड देन 2 विल कम, राइट? So 4 and 3 will be opposite to each other and 6 and 2 will be opposite to each other, right? So what is remaining? 2 हो गया, 3 हो गया, 4 हो गया, 5 बचा. So 1 is opposite to 5, right? तो 1 के अपोजिट में क्या आएगा? 5 आएगा, right? तो यहाँ से अगर आप देखो, अगर 5 के अपोजिट में 1 आएगा यानी 1 इधर होगा, तो इसका मतलब 1 A और B पे नहीं आ सकता. तो 1 वाले जो ऑप्शंस हैं आप वो कट कर दो, ये ऑप्शन कट हो जाएगा, ठीक है, B, C भी कट हो जाएगा, D भी कट हो जाएगा. सो द आंसर विल बी ऑप्शन ए. तो इस क्वेश्चन का आंसर क्या हो जाएगा? ऑप्शन ए, राइट? तो इसका डायरेक्ट हमने निकाल लिया ऑप्शन के थ्रू, राइट? तो आगे हमें इसको सॉल्व करने की जरूरत ही नहीं है एग्जैक्टली कि व्हाट विल बी द एग्जैक्टली ए एंड व्हाट विल बी द एग्जैक्टली बी, राइट? नाउ लेट्स सी दिस क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम द क्यूब एंड डाइसेस chapter asked by UPSC in CSAT paper of 2012. Three of view of a cube following a particular motion are given below. What is the letter opposite to A? तो हमें बताना है A के अपोजिट में क्या आएगा, राइट? सो आप इसको ऑब्जर्व करो, अगर फर्स्ट एंड सेकंड फिगर को अगर हम देखें, हाउ मेनी फेसेस आर कॉमन? ओनली K इज कॉमन, राइट? और अगर हम देखें सेकंड और थर्ड को, H M K, तो यहाँ पे भी H आ रहा है, राइट? सो दीज आर कॉमन. तो फर्स्ट एंड सेकंड को देखते हैं पहले. फर्स्ट एंड सेकंड में ओनली K इज कॉमन, सो वी विल स्टार्ट फ्रॉम K एंड वी विल मूव क्लॉकवाइज, देन B विल कम एंड देन A विल कम, राइट? सेकंड में देखते हैं, K से स्टार्ट करेंगे क्लॉकवाइज, M will come and then H will come, right? So it means B and M are opposite to each other, A and H are opposite to each other, right? तो हमें A and H, हमें A के अपोजिट का ही चाहिए था, so A के अपोजिट में क्या आएगा? H. So the answer will be option A, right? So अगर आप देखो, आपको ये कॉन्सेप्ट पता है, then you can easily solve. Otherwise आपको बहुत दिक्कत होगी ये क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करने में. It's very hard if you don't know this concept, right? So without knowing this concept, it's very hard to solve this question. So it is better that you know this concepts. तो आपको कॉन्सेप्ट्स सारे चैप्टर्स के रिवाइज करके ही जाना है एग्जाम में, राइट? ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि कोई भी क्वेश्चन किसी चैप्टर से आता है और वो इजी है पर आपको उस चैप्टर के कॉन्सेप्ट ही नहीं पता है, राइट? नाउ दिस इज अ क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम क्यूब एंड डाइसेस आस्क्ड बाय यूपीएससी इन सीसेट पेपर ऑफ 2012. 6 square are colored front and back, red, blue, yellow, green and white and orange, and are hung together as shown in the figure given below. If they are folded to form a cube, what would be the face opposite to the white face, right? So this is the figure is given, right? So now this is converted into a cube, right? Like this cube is formed, right? So the question it is asking is के व्हाइट के अपोजिट, दिस व्हाइट, व्हाट विल कम अपोजिट टू व्हाइट कलर, राइट? जो व्हाइट फेस होगा, राइट, उसके अपोजिट में कौन से कलर वाला फेस आएगा, राइट? सो वी हैव टू टेल दैट. सो दिस इज द इजी क्वेश्चन, बट यू शुड नो द कॉन्सेप्ट. द कॉन्सेप्ट इन दिस इज दैट द alternate फेस आर अपोजिट टू ईच अदर, राइट? सो वन वे is to solve this question is like you imagine, suppose you are making this G right, this part as the base, and you are folding all these things here, right? So y will come this side on the right hand side, right? B will come this side, right? Then R will come this side, O will come on the top, right? And this W will come this side. Okay. So what this will become? It means Y is opposite to R, B is opposite to W, and O is opposite to G, right? So one way is to imagine like you are folding it. Other way is like the alternate phase will be opposite to each other. So these are the alternate. O and G will be opposite to each other, right? Y and R will be opposite to each other, and this B and W will be opposite to each other, right? So both are same thing. So now we can answer. The question is asking white. White is here. So which will the black color will the blue color. This B is representing the blue, right? So the blue color will come opposite to white color. So the answer is option C.